FANzine Live, and we are doing another look at the SPX haul from earlier this fall. And I've got to tell you, I still have a lot of SPX books left to take a look at. In fact, it's been such a challenge to try to figure out how do I fit them all in, how do I make it kind of has some thematic sense, that you kind of just put all the books out in front of you and say, what makes sense to put together? And so this is one of the sillier combinations, but actually it kind of makes sense. I went with orange books that have a lot of orange in them. And as you look at what I'm wearing and the logo on my hat, yeah, orange is kind of one of my things. And so we're going to take a look at 4 incredible books that at least have orange on the cover. Some have a little extra on the inside. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And I also wanted to just take a quick moment and thank everybody who's been subscribing to the channel. I got started in this, I want to say, in March, and it is now mid-October as I record this. We're already just about at 250 subscribers to the channel. And that is so gratifying because I do these just for fun. I do this as a hobby, and I do it because I love zines, like the ones we're going to take a look at today. And all I want to do is just share the enjoyment I have of zines and hopefully find people like, I guess, you who also enjoy them as well. So thank you so much. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. And if you have subscribed, tell your friends, because we're having a lot of fun here at FANzine Live, and I'd like to share the fun with everybody out there who's interested. So thanks again. Let's go look at some orange zines, and we will have a great time doing so. All right, let's get started with our investigation of orange-themed books from SPX. This is Desert Walk by Xing Yin Kor. I won't lie, I had no idea what this was about when I picked it up, but I saw this cover, and I've had some time, had the chance when my parents lived out west to do some hiking out in the desert, and it's really something special. And so I thought it would be fun to pick this up, and I'm a sucker for gorgeous artwork, and I love the watercolor work there. She did a wonderful job. So she asks me, she's like, I said, wow, Desert Walk, gorgeous. I love hiking out in the desert. She goes, it's kind of sort of like that. And she says, it's also about, well, it says here, Desert Walk is a comic about dealing with trauma and hiking. And there was also a bunny. And this was from 2018. I don't know if I can adequately show you this. There is texturing on this paper that is just beautiful. It's a wonderful little square-bound book. I wish I remember how much I paid for it. It probably wasn't cheap, but gosh, it's nice. Given the end paper look with the washed out watercolor, and then you can see the beautiful, beautiful colors. Neat landscape type book. And so the book itself is about the discussion of trauma done through this walk out in the desert. And so as we get through this bit about this early part about the walk. Then it gets to, I am not a soft person. I did not expect to see you so brittle. And then it starts getting into the discussion of it. But even then, still, the beauty of the page is just something else. She did a great job. And in the end, yeah, there's the bunny. Really nice. I love how some of the pages are filled, like this one here, and even to a lesser degree this one. And then some, she totally removes the background and forces the viewer to focus specifically on the characters and the emotion they're feeling. You can see that this is all about the emotion. But it's really, really well done. And then at the end, take a look at that view. It's almost like she put the Milky Way in there. Gorgeous book. Gorgeous book. Desert Walk by Xing Yin Kor. I will do some looking around and see if I can figure out where the book can be obtained, and if I can find it, I'll put it in the show notes. Next up, not only do I like things that are orange, I love sci-fi, and there is a theme of robots that rolls through a lot of science fiction stuff, and this is all about exceptional machines and other artificial life. 7 short comics about robots. Neat looking cover. Really nice work. It's a saddle stitch book. I didn't count the number of pages, but it is professionally printed. Wonderful matte paper. It's just really nice. But you can see on the inside, the orange is quickly gone. It is on the end papers, as you can see. But those in the inside have some really neat story work with some very, very nice nice panel work, nice lines. I mean, this is a handful of professionals in this anthology that are really solid. And I love how they put this at the end of every page, or at the end of every section. You get the name of the story, the name of the creator, their contact information, and then a little bit of a biography, if you will. So this is Ben Fluter doing Nam Sum. Now we switch to the next one. And again, gorgeous, gorgeous work. The Necromancer by Roar. So you got some information there. Now this one, this is a little more cartoony, but I still love it. And the use of the coloring without the black line gives a really neat ethereal look. Neat juxtaposition of the tech, the cartoony tech, with the handwritten effects, and almost, if you will, a feeling of a hand-drawn type of explosion there. But gosh, it's gorgeous. The Soul Keeper by Laura Ketchum. Very cool. This one looks very, very computer done. However, I'm not saying that's bad. It's actually quite cool. Look at the color work there. Isn't that something else? Reprogrammed by Natasha Tara Petrovic. And again, got the contact information. Here's the next one. Beautiful dark work. This one has a lot of nice intricate line work. Somebody clearly has been having fun drawing hands. I wish I could do that. Really nice. Alexis Leriger de la Plante. Gorgeous. Now a little bit more of the, I guess you'd say, the Japanese manga style. Coquette by Evan Sabo. And lastly, I think it is lastly, a nice orange one. I really like this. It's neat how the paper is white and they went to a cream for the entire page all the way out to the bleed. So it gives a totally different feel for this. Nice looking book. Thank you for reading. Oh, and that was, I skipped right over it, In Memoriam by Britt Sabo. Very cool. Exceptional Machines and Other Artificial Life. Highly recommended. Some good reading in this one. Short stories, but each one kind of packs a little bit of a punch. Playthings by Ivy Lynn Alley. And I saw this, and much as I said with the other one, if I see orange and I see a desert, I'm in. So, looks wonderful. However, oh, Ivy left a business card. The interior is all black and white, professionally printed, or maybe it's photocopied, could be, but it's gorgeous. It looks great. The end papers are done with studies of different plants. You can see you've got plants of different types, and then the story itself is neat. It is about the living on what appears to be maybe another planet, where they're trying to do some terraforming. And this youngster has a robot rooster that when they go out of their little bubble and go exploring, she wears her spacesuit, and the robot rooster goes along and has fun, and they discover these little fairies. And the fairies are making friends with her. There they are. Pretty nifty. They start having some fun together, playing together. The fairies show how the soy meal that she gave them earlier, they turned into a little house for all of them. And then the storm comes, and she was supposed to avoid the storm. So they find her, they get her inside, and then they come back, and the fairies, the chicken's missing, and the robot chicken. And so she runs back out to look for it, and they turn the chicken into a house. And they're very proud of that too. However, this wasn't a good thing, and she goes kind of berserk. And all she has left is the chicken's head. But then they flood the crater that these fairies were in. And now there's the question of, I've got my chicken head, but I don't have my fairy friends anymore. Nice touch. Ivy Lynn Alley, you did a nice job with this one. Playthings. The last of our 4 SPX Orange books is a book appropriately titled Orange. Notice something is missing here, and this is a combination of issues 1 and 2. I believe Nicholas Offerman is up to 4 issues on this. I bought the first 2 in this compilation as a way to test it out, and also to stretch my dollar. From Lone Wolf's Press, Henry McNeil ventures out from his home of Detroit to the city of Toronto, where he'd been born, where he hopes to find something help him going forth. This was a January 17. He first printed the first issue in 14 and the second issue in 15. This one actually does have a lot of orange in it, and it's a neat book in the sense that it is a journey of self-discovery for this character. Some really nice, sometimes sparse layouts. Very creative, very thoughtful. I like the use of the single color of the orange. You can see like here you've got some shadowing. They use the orange to serve as background and highlight the character. Here the orange is the outside and again the shadow. It's neat. Little bit of orange shadowing here. I like how Nicholas can do an establishing shot when he has to. He can do backgrounds when he has to, using the orange again to do the highlighting. But it also, he can just chuck it all and just do the character and what he's doing. And it works. Works really nice. There's some good creativity. I like the orange hair there. No line work at all, just the orange. No black line work, I should say. He comes across this gentleman who offers to help him find his house in Toronto. And that's the end of the first issue. And it appears that it's maybe Halloween. Nice looking book. Love this. This is a theme I like. You've got this page where he's in bed, arm off to the side like he's missing something. We had that again earlier. Right there. This is the first issue, arm off to the side, missing something. But in the second issue, he has the arm off to the side. He's still missing something, but they use it to highlight the knocks on the door. And I like how the knocks here are coming from the door. And he's all alone in this really empty room. Didn't even bother to unpack his bag. This guy's seriously looking for something. And of course, he's got this gentleman who came to find him. Just some neat coloring, neat storytelling. Each character is very individually distinguishable. The lead has a real straight haircut, often goes to straight blacks. The man, has his perpetual 5 o'clock shadow and kind of thinning hair. And then the other friend with the, there you've got a bit of a line, some black line work around the face there. But anyway, the hair being orange is very easily distinguished. It's a nice way to spend some time up front making sure that your characters are really easily understood on the page. So anyway, the lead character is looking for the home he basically was born into, and it looks like this. So he's just trying to process everything. It's neat. It's a nice book. Storytelling is really good. And there are a lot more. Again, as I said, I think there are 2 more chapters to Orange. I may end up picking that up. This was a good one. So there we go. Orange by Nicholas Offerman. That's the last of our 4 Orange books from SPX. All very nice pieces. The SPX haul is it's a bounty. It is some incredible cartoonists and the like. So either I totally lucked out with my choices or it just was hard to go wrong. So yeah, we've got let me grab the others. We've got Orange, we've got Playthings, Exceptional Machines, and Desert Walk. All of which fantastic. So there you go. Another great set of SPX books. I will catch you next time, and we probably will be going over more in our new releases. Thanks again, everybody.